Alright boys, we just purchased the new Doorman premium heavy duty RD ball joints for my 3/4 ton Chev. And believe you me, this thing loves ball joints with these 100-pound tires on it. And I use this thing heavily in 4-wheel drive with the trailer hooked to it on a very regular basis. So first off, I want to say right now I have AC Delco Golds installed. I'll never buy those ball joints again in my life. They were actually more expensive than the TTX Extremes and way more expensive than the Doormans. The Doormans are cheaper than the TTXs. But that being said, when I installed the TTXs in my truck, I got almost 2 full years out of them. So it's quite a bit of a job to change these, so you don't want to have to do it every year. So we're going to be installing these. There's a mud run coming up that we're going to beat this thing through the woods for the day. And a few months down the road, I'll give you a review, let you know if they held up and if they're staying tight. But right now we got the wheel off, we got to get the brakes off, axle nut off, tie rod, top and lower nut for the ball joints, and out she comes, and then we off to pressing.
First fellas.
This is for you guys with your fancy press tools. Look at that. Boom! Good night. You wouldn't even have had your press tool set up yet. What's that part?
The $300 brass hammer.
Look at that gear, boys. It's almost there, ain't it? Or is it there? Looks like it might be there.
I would say it's
Just
there.
give it a couple more for good cheer.
Well, just hold it. Now we use the master hammer.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not going anywhere.
Ooh. And we got that caliper tied up. So if you guys want to know how to test ball joints, what you do is you put your jack under your control arm and you get a friend to pry. And look at that. She is toasted. This one here is actually way worse than the other side. Yeah. There's supposed to be no movement there at all, and that thing's just flopping. So that's how you test your ball joints, and it does take a lot of pressure in that bar, especially if you got a big tire. But you always got to pressure the control arm up to do it. So here's an AC Delco ball joint Gold Series after 1 year. And the TTX ball joint, I don't know where I laid that, but when I had to replace the TTX ones after 2 years, I did them both, but only one side was actually gone. So the TTXs lasted twice as long as these AC Delcos, and they were cheaper. But like I said, today we're going with these new Doormans, which they got a little video on YouTube and stuff.
There we go, Shane.
And they're supposed to be HD. So there's the tools if we need them, but we got the other side apart pretty slick. And we'll show you our method to pressing them a little more in depth when we do this one.
This is an OEM press.
So to get that one out, you don't need nothing but a hammer, and you just fucking hit it. To put it back in, we're using a big socket. We're dropping the ball joint into the big socket. And then we're bringing it up. Line it up in the hole, put pressure on it, and then just hit the control arm down. Hold on, yeah, that should be good. Trying to keep our grease nipple.
Bring it back to the straight too.
There, something like that.
Give it to him.
I'm gonna hold that while I hit it. Might need a little more pressure.
say that's there.
Is it? No, not quite.
Are you sure?
Oh, mate. Yeah, no, it is.
I was gonna say that looks like it's bottomed in.
So look at that. That's all there is to it.